What's going on, boys? It's your boy Maydu's back with another Alliance War video, and this one is going to be good. This one is kind of like something that's really sweet but bitter at the same time. This is the Alliance War I'm talking about. This one we are actually going up against made in I was going to say made in China, but it's actually made in Brazil. Now, if you know, made in Brazil has been sitting in Masters for quite some time, so they basically already know how Masters operate. They are currently sitting at rank number 7. Now, if you've been following me, you know that my alliance hasn't been taking it seriously, and we were settling for Platinum 1 or Platinum 2 until 2 wars ago we decided to play seriously and settle for Platinum 1. Made in Brazil currently Masters Alliance, and they're doing pretty good, and they really thought they had the upper edge on this one, but they didn't, because apparently Made in Brazil gave us the advantage. And what I mean by saying they gave us the advantage is Made in Brazil only had 28 players, and that's unfortunate. And we all know recently Kabam had banned because of the gifting event, and 2 of their players were actually banned from the gifting event. So that dropped them down to 28 players, which means that they have to play a really tight, solid game to actually come out on top. But because we were sitting in Platinum 2, a lot of alliances really thought they could walk over RK30, and then we decided, like, no, maybe we should really step up our game to show these guys that we were just having a little bit of fun at the start of the season and trying to save some potions and revives for the next season. A lot of us got locked into alliances because of the gifting event. You could not leave, so apparently you had to play with the alliance that you were currently sitting in. So we had a few guys and we lost a few guys. Unfortunately, we lost one of our good players, Whack Ass, who did a tremendous job last Alliance War. Didn't die. The wars before that, yeah, it wasn't so good, but we did lose Whack, and we did have another player step in. But unfortunately, Made in China, Made in Brazil did not have that luck coming in. So already we are at a advantage. Now we're gonna kick it off by, I'm gonna show you guys how fast our advantage went to a disadvantage from the get-go. So I'm going to choose my team, and I'm thinking I'm going to take Captain Infinity War for my main guy because there is a void there. I am obviously going to take Stealth Spidey, and I'm looking at Quake here, and I'm trying to think if I could have used her and where I could have used her, but it is not coming to me at this time. But another good thing about this Alliance War, we had an advantage. Anyone who has an advantage from the get-go, usually they are at the top and they want to stay there. So us having the advantage of having to only go against 130 opponents rather than 150, well, it was short-lived, because as soon as I joined, I chose my Archangel there. As you could see, I'm going to put a few SIGs in him. I think I'm going to give him, okay, 18. So we're going to stick with 18. Yes, I gave him 18 SIGs. So he's at, yeah, so he's good, because apparently I used him in a war before, and yeah, I wished I did have a little bit more. So I'm just going to put a little bit more into him and then start the Alliance War there. So like I was saying about the advantage, our advantage was short-lived, because as soon as I started here, I went along my path. I'm taking path 6, and there is only a magic on my path. But what I like to do is check to see our stats before I have the matchup. So I did that and realized that we had 2 deaths already. Unfortunately, yeah, and that was not nice. I wasn't feeling too happy about it because we were taking this serious. So the score is 25. We have 25. They have 28. 1 to 2. Yeah, so we are currently at a disadvantage. So if you're wondering how that happened, it's because of this match. That was 1. So we have Quake versus Sting there, and if you know, on the right there, I always take that match with Stealth Spidey, because obviously it's a lot easier to use Stealth Spidey. But my teammate in Battle Group 1 went with Quick, and I want to show you something really cool. Quick is actually going to eat that SP3. Now he's at 2%, so he really cannot parry thing. So the good thing about it is he's going to Quick thing until he gets that armor break debuff, so he could get a bit more health from the willpower. And when he does get health from the willpower, then he is actually going to stun or parry thing, which will actually help him. As you can see, thing is parried there. That fight should be over. Now, we did not have thing on ours. This one, we had Apocalypse, and some guy took Apocalypse, and he was complaining that he had to do 160 hits. Some alliances and some matchups, you will face champions where you will do 150 plus hits. Now, this one could have been better because I remember we had Gun Driller. If you look here, he did that fight against Doom, and he did a 260. So when one guy complained about 100 hits, you really look at him like, grow up. Yeah, at the end of the day, this is what it is. Not all fights will end in 14 or 16 hits, but some will. This one most likely will end in about, I think between 14 and 20. So 14 and 16 is only magic on Strike Back. Now, there's no reason for me to use Cap even though I have the class advantage, because obviously, knowing me, I will use my special, forgetting there is a Strike Back. So I'm just going to go in with Archangel here and do as much damage as I possibly can. Hopefully, RNG is on my side. Already Limbo proc, so that's nothing much. She's not going to gain much, and right now I'm just going to try to parry so I could get that poison debuff on her. Then I'm going to drop my SP1. That will drop the neurotoxins on her. The Limbo doesn't do anything here. It did not even trigger, if I remember correctly. And I'm just going to keep parrying and dashing back, letting the poison bleed and neurotoxins work. And then drop my heavy, and this fight should be over. I'm at 20 hits. Okay, I did say between 14 and 20, but yeah, 20 hits, not bad. That fight was in the bag before it even started. 21 hits. Archangel is one of the go-to champs for Alliance Wars, so if you have him, use him. I'm also going to use him here on Spider-Ham. This little piggy went to market. Spider-Ham, Dr. Doom Spider-Ham. I don't know why this guy named himself Dr. Doom, but he did get doomed because Archangel is actually going to finish this one in, let's take a bet about 20-25 hits probably. The good thing about Spider-Ham is there are a lot of nodes that you could put him on, a lot of nodes. And this one, this is the first time I'm seeing him there. I was going to use Stealth Spidey, but like I said before, Spider-Ham's animation is a bit quick and I haven't gotten used to it. So I'm dexing here and I got hit. But I'm not going to let that bother me because all I'm going to do now is set the bleeds and heavy him. Now I'm going to parry him, let the poison work, let the poison get activated. That's 2 poisons, 1 more heavy, neurotoxins, and I'm just going to watch him melt. I'm not going to be worried about his evades. I don't think there's anything to worry about. That's the good thing about Archangel. He's just a beast. So now I slapped him up with that SP1 straight into the face, and this match is over. Now, let's see how many hits we got in. 15. There you go. Nothing too small. Anyways, moving on. My next matchup was Invisible Woman. Now, this one was going to be a little tricky for me because I brought Stealth Spidey, and I did not want to just bring a champ and not use him. Kind of like a useless synergy. But I brought him and I decided to use him against Invisible Woman. Now, I know that she will go unblockable, let's say within about 20 seconds of the match. And I do make a lot of crucial errors in this matchup. So, the good thing about it is I could play Stealth Spidey with little or no health. Really good. But when he's at 100%, I always act the fool. And I'm going to act the fool in this one. How I'm going to do that is quite simple. At the start of the fight, I'm trying to get a parry in. So, I'm going to go for reparry her and get my combo in, but she's already unblockable. Huh. I wonder why. Because she has exhaustion on me. I'm not too worried. I have armor break on me. She's unblockable, and I'm waiting for the unblockable to fall off. So I'm going to try to hit against the block and see what I could do. Now I'm going to go in and put slow on her again. But this is where I make my first mistake. I did my combo and I accidentally going to go in and drop my special one. Now that's bad, because once I do that, I will activate precision from that SP1. Now I have the Dex precision. I got precision from the SP1. I got exhaustion. So obviously she's unblockable, and she will be unblockable for a while. So I cannot get hit. So basically I'm looking for an opening, and there was one where I could have gone in, but I didn't. Now I'm backed up into the corner, and every time I hit her block, the exhaustion will be on me. I get hit by the special one. Things are not going good for me. I go for the intercept. She gets invisible again. I hit another SP1. So I'm going to drop my SP1 on her, try to parry her, go drop my combo, activate the slow debuff on her. So now I'm safe. So now I'm just going to go in for my combos and try to get to my special 2, so I could get a little bit more damage on her. And as you could see, I did drop my special 2. I got 12k and 13k, but it wasn't enough to kill her, so I went in and finished her off with a medium attack. Now that fight, there was a lot going on in that fight. Looking back at it, would Nick Fury have been a better option? Probably, but I've played Nick Fury for quite some time, and Stealth Spidey really needs to have a little bit more love in Alliance War. So I took him up again, and he did not let me down. Apparently it was my bad gameplay that caused all of the mishaps to happen. Now I'm going against Void here on Ebb and Flow Intercept. Now if you know and follow me for quite some time, this matchup would be matchup number 67 or 70, or I have no idea. I faced him there a lot of times, and it comes to the point where it's really frustrating and annoying that I have to fight Void there. But like I've said before, Captain Infinity War is the best and will always be the best matchup for Void on Ebb and Flow Intercept, as long as you don't drop that SP1. So basically all I'm going to do is try to back him up in the corner. Once I do that, I will get my 4-hit combo in and go for an intercept, which I tried there, but I got hit. Now I'm not too concerned because I have my kinetic charges on me, so his hit doesn't really do any damage. So I'm going to go in again and see if I could bait out his special 2. Once I do that, I will try to go back for another intercept. So we go in for 4-hit combos, dash back, go in, charge my heavy, and then drop my special 3. Now this is a very simple fight. I don't see why anybody should die there, especially if they're using Captain Infinity War, and a lot of guys have died to Void there. And at this point, it's not really a good placement in my opinion, because everybody already know use Captain Infinity War whenever there's a Void there, and that fight will be over within 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do there is go for another intercept and then get that, drop that special 2 and finish it with a... Oh, I thought the heavy would have finished it there, but nope, I just had to finish it off with another medium attack. So that fight was not too difficult. I did get hit 4 times and it was only 68 hits. It wasn't 169 like Alt, who obviously did not know what he was doing, but it was enough to get Void down, and that was the end of my war. Now currently it is really hectic right now because we're going to blitz boss. Now we have 1 death. It's even at 35 1 death each. Now we all know Made in China is a very good team, so no disrespect, Made in Brazil. I'm so used to saying Made in China, and obviously a lot of my map is still not cleared, but it will be cleared once boss goes down. We can clear it with boss up, but we just want to be a little safe going against Made in Brazil. Now, when I did check, it was 120, 10 deaths, and they were only on 8 deaths. And no one died after that. Absolutely no one. No one from the opponent's team died, and no one from my alliance died. The score would be 150 to 10 and 8. Yes, obviously. But in my battle group, as you could see, we have 50-50. They had 2 deaths. We only had 1, who was really unfortunate because he died to Nova on Hazard Shift. Now, don't ask me who dies to Nova on Hazard Shift, but he died to Nova on Hazard Shift, and they were sitting at rank 7. So currently, I don't know what rank or place they are right now, but obviously it will not be 7. So all in all, we did have a good war. We did kick Made in Brazil's butt, and we did feel good about it because we were in Platinum 2, and that pushed us up to Platinum 1. So the lesson here, guys, is if you are in a alliance in the Masters category, I know shit happens. Usually shit happens, but if you're missing 2 players, don't expect to run over a team who has probably lower prestige and our 5 champs on defense, because obviously they would pack a punch when it comes to Alliance War and having the advantage of having more players. But anyways, this was a solid Alliance War. Shout out to all the guys in Battle Group 3 who only had 2 deaths, and Battle Group 2 with 1. Battle Group 1, yeah. See you on the next video. Peace.